how's it going, YouTube? I'm Landon, and welcome back to a brand new Most Amazing Top 10 video. We all know how scary this world can be. In America alone, there are hundreds of thousands of robberies that happen each year. A lot of these robberies involves firearms, which is very intimidating because at any moment the person being robbed could lose their life. While this would scare most people, there are people out there who actually fight back during a robbery. I don't know if I could say I would be one of them. I would just turn around and run away screaming. So let's take a look at the top 10 times cashiers have fought back during a robbery. Alright guys, guess what? Before we get into this video, we now have a new merch, new Most Amazing merch. Super excited to tell you guys. This is like years in the making, but it's finally here. Head over to www.mostamazingshop.com. Get your merch over there. We made it as cheap as we were able to. Take a picture of yourselves wearing it and we'll post it. We'll post you guys on our social media. So enough of the promo, guys. Let's get right into the video. It's time to fight back with this one at number 10. Let me take you guys over to London, where this cashier was being robbed at gunpoint. Right here you can kind of see the gun that the hooded robber is wearing. The robber doesn't seem to be accomplishing much, so he decided to just shake his gun, you know, like make it look even more real, more intimidating. Like if you shake it, you know, they might just give you all the money right away. But the cashier, he didn't actually seem fazed by this at all. You can see the cashier pointing for the man to like just get out, like just shake your gun out there. The cashier grabs the man's gun from his hand. Then the robber realized what just happened. He's like, oh shit. And then he just ran for his life. Is this real life right now? What a scary situation. What would you guys do in this situation? Would you be a hero? Would you run? Or would you just do whatever the person with the gun is telling you to do? Like backflip. Alright. Messing with the wrong person, or I should say messing with the wrong dog, comes into number 9. So in this video, you can see this man taking out the garbage outside of his shop, and all of a sudden, BAM! This guy with the gun forces him back into his own store. A robbery is about to go down. Well, maybe not. The owner's dog comes out of nowhere, and he just chases the man with the gun out of the store. For a man with the gun, he was actually pretty scared of this small looking dog, but this dog just became a hero. The owner didn't even seem scared at this point, because he also ran outside with his dog to like make this guy, this gunman, just run away. You know, go rob somewhere else. Rob somewhere with a cat. A woman plays hero at number 8. So we have this guy in a black hoodie approaching this woman. Everything seems to be normal, right? Well, all of a sudden, this man reaches into his pants around his crotch area and he pulls out a knife. He tries to rob her, but she wasn't having it at all. Take a look at this scene where they're fighting each other, and the woman was able to fully reveal the guy's identity by pulling down his hoodie. This guy was getting ragdolled by this woman. He was tossed everywhere and was thrown down to the ground. Once on the ground, someone else took notice of the situation and they joined in to help out. The police were called, and this man, just his whole dignity was lost that day. A man talking his way out of a situation is now up at number 7. So here we have a masked man who is kind of doing this whole thing right. You know, because the last guy, his identity, he just wore a hoodie. Like, you just had to take it off and then boom, you're revealed. Well, this guy went all out and bought, or I should say stole, a ski mask. Well, he comes into the store at gunpoint and he points his gun to this cashier like a gangster. Like, it's not a straight gun, he turns it sideways. Like, he's been watching a lot of gangster movies. As time went on, the gunman got tired of holding his gun, so he puts it down and then he's like trying to negotiate or something with the cashier. Cashier just wasn't budging on anything, so the gunman tried again and again, nothing happened. It's so exhausting. So now the gunman got nervous, put his hands in his pocket, and he just turned around and walked out of the store. I mean, what the heck just happened? Moving on to a double whammy at number 6. In this video, you're gonna see a liquor store trying to be robbed by this man who comes in with a gun and no disguise at all. This took place in Missouri. So here you can see the robber coming into the store, and all of a sudden the cashier takes out his gun and puts it right up to the face of this man. He told the robber to get the heck out of here before I blow your head off. So that's when the man turned around and he booked it for his life. The cashier ended up being a former military police officer. He wasn't even the owner of the store. When the owners of the store found out that the cashier, who was also, you know, he also played security guard, turned away a gunman, they were thrilled. They were thrilled they weren't robbed. Now that's what you call a great hire. I think it might be time for a raise, a nice bonus check as well. It's time to team up with this one at number 5. So here we have a convenience store full of people. You can see 2 cashiers and 1 man in the gray. He is the attacker, and the other guys who are blurred out, well, they're just customers. customers. The guy in the gray decides to jump over the counter and attack the woman in yellow. I'm not even sure what his game plan was because he didn't look to go for like the cash register or to steal anything. He just wanted to jump this woman. Another man in orange who seems to be an employee, he jumped in as well. He helped out to take down the guy. Lucky for the store that the guy didn't even seem to have a gun on him. What a scary situation though. At the end of the video, this guy was able to get away, but the police were able to clearly identify him, and I'm sure he was caught and arrested. Moving into number 4, we have a woman who isn't afraid of anything. 17-year-old Christian Dakota Thornton decided to try and rob a convenience store at gunpoint, but the woman cashier didn't seem fazed by it at all. She actually fought back against the teen gunman. I mean, oh my god, this teenager's probably crazy as hell. I don't know if I would just stand there just calmly like that. She was able to use her money tray to beat him. She then grabbed a hammer and scared this guy out of the store. This was a pretty big fail for the robber. It's a sword fight literally at number 3. This one is insane, and I'm actually allowed to show you guys the footage because the video you actually don't see, you know, anyone being stabbed or harmed, but it looks very scary to watch. Well, here it is. You can see this masked robber coming in with the machete knife. The person at the store was also able to just find this huge knife that was sitting there in the back, and the two just kept fighting each other. Now at number 2, we have these robbers who picked the wrong place to rob. Well, it seems like all these robbers picked the wrong place to rob because they failed. They failed miserably. This man comes in with a loaded gun with another guy who seems to be an accomplice. Well, the clerk at what looks to be at this like jewelry store gets out his own gun and he fired off a shot.
Gun out of his face and dives for his own pistol, then comes up shooting. A bullet shattered.
This is when the robbers turned around and ran for his life. On the way out, the clerk shot one of the suspects in the leg. The wounded guy ended up being a 17-year-old teenager. Well, both these people were caught and they were convicted of armed robbery, but the 19-year-old who was shot didn't serve out his full sentence because he was actually paralyzed from the gunshot wound. He had to stay in the hospital, and the teen actually died from the wound. I mean, what a sad situation. This guy, he shouldn't, just bad decisions in life. Finally, at number 1, we have this.
And out of nowhere comes a waste man with a gat, sticks it in his face. He's in trouble.
Okay, hold on. Let's stop the video right here. Are you guys seeing this? This masked man has a gunshot pointed right at the cashier's head. I really don't want to hear a boom. This looks to be like a 7-Eleven or something, just looking at the background, the surroundings. But the cashier didn't actually seem scared because look what he does next. What a freaking hero.
Grabs a gun into the struggle. The other guys bail out, leaving him alone, but he disarmed him.
The cashier actually disarmed the gunman. The gunman freaked out and just ran away. This is just so insane. I for sure couldn't pull that off. Well, there you guys have it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys all in the new one very, very soon.